Listen, I was surprised how many people were hyped for Instant Family. Considering it's the same team from the Daddy's Home duology, I figured it would be around the same level, except with that franchise's best feature. But I was surprised how much more I liked this one. It's still simple rent it for me, but I think what makes it is a director's own personal story dealing with adoption. Let me explain. So if you've seen That's My Boy, We're the Millers, the Daddy's Home movies, or Dumb and Dumber 2, which is still so dumb, you would see how much director and writer Sean Anders focuses on alternative father figures.
1, 2, 3.
But for Instant Family, not only did they go seek advice and counseling from a bunch of foster parents, but the director himself adopted 3 siblings after talking it over for years with his wife.
And I just made this joke of like, God, I'm starting to feel on the old side of it. Why don't we just adopt a 5-year-old and it'll be like I got started 5 years ago? And she immediately said, I would really consider that.
In the movie, that's the exact line that gets the ball rolling as these 2 home decorators decide to take on the biggest project of their lives. And at first, it really does come off as that, like a couple who's just bored with their daily routines and they just want to rescue kids. Wahlberg even refers to them as dogs at a pound. There's a pair of siblings who use them as their meal ticket. There's even a joke with Liza Hashling and Slasher, who they just peg as Sandra Bullock from The White Side because she just wants to recruit a little black boy so that she can make him a football star. So of course the movie has the pause to let you know that these 2 aren't just, white parents helping little Mexican kids out. So there goes my wish list. They end up connecting with this teenager while they're scouting, since Mark's already worked with her before, and together they transform from a family of 2 to a family of 3. I don't know how much of their backstory relates to the director's story, but all 3 of the siblings in the movie were left by their mother, who's serving time, and the only one who really has a connection with her is the oldest. Girl may be playing Dora soon, but the only thing she's exploring in this movie is how to annoy her parents. She's taking the same courses they have, so she uses their tactics against them. She's running away. She's underage sexting with a janitor.
Oh, no, dick pic, there's a dick pic!
Lita, I believe, is Spanish for Damien, since this child was practically the second Omen, while Luis is meant to be the slowest of the group, going to the point of shooting his own foot with a nail gun. But, as much as people want to make fun of and laugh at Luis, Mark Wahlberg legit tried putting out a fire with ketchup. Ketchup. Y'all better leave Luis alone. Obviously, the biggest lesson by the end of it, after they put this perv away, after they gain their daughter's trust, after character actress Margot Martindale kills a soccer player, is that what makes a family is having those who care about you. And while a lot of the jokes did miss for me, what they did do the best on was honing in on how adopting kids isn't as easy as a lot of other people make it out to be. You don't just say, move that bus, and boom, you have the dream home you've always wanted. There's gonna be problems. It's gonna suck. It's gonna take time. But after a while, you pray that your kid doesn't end up a Clippers fan.
Oh, no!
You hit me because I like the Clippers.
I think the Clippers are awesome. They were smart for trading Blake Griffin, their best player.
Shout out Sarah and all the new viewers who find us on Recommended. It always blows my mind that all it really takes is one simple click on a random video and boom, you guys start listening. So shout out to everyone who finds us on Recommended, or someone recommended you, or maybe you've been watching for the longest time. Thanks to you guys. But I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts on this movie. It was better than the Daddy's Home movies, I'll say that. It didn't blow me away like a lot of people, I think, were ready to adopt a child right after they saw this movie. But for me, I thought it was a good movie. I'm curious to see what the director does next, considering I think each one of his projects has gotten a little bit better. I think he may be better as a writer, but I'm curious to see whether you went to your local adoption agency and were ready to foster a kid. Your thoughts on this thing. I'll be posted up in New York for a month, so any recommendations that you guys got, let me know. If you guys haven't followed the Intercop podcast, definitely go follow that. Me and my buddy Zach, we have a podcast over there that we do, and since he lives in New York, we're finally for the first time going to be able to go head to head with each other and actually be in the same room. So again, let me know your thoughts down below on this movie or any others. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll let you adopt the highway.